because
that's scary that you would say something like that out loud.
Boom! I don't know. I'm just like, every time I see that, I'm like, oh dang, that's like my favorite. He whooped you with his insole.
That's.
That wind sounded angry. It said, "Whoo." Did you hear it? That's some angry wind.
It's going to be one of those episodes, huh?
Did we talk about driving beside someone on the highway? You asked me to put that on there, I think. So I'm not really sure because I don't think you told me what that was about.
I think I was just angry about
Were you just having a road rage moment?
Yeah, probably.
I just want to talk about how much I hate people driving right beside somebody on the highway.
Hang on, let's start the show, okay? Welcome everybody to the spontaneous episode of the Bob and Katie Show.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Bob.
Why do you say it so sassy? You're like, I'm Bob.
Because I'm happy about this episode.
Are you?
Yeah, and I don't know.
A little flair.
I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about, but I'm happy about it because this is all you. The episode we're supposed to be recording is Tour the Table Part 2, but I guess you're going to get this little gem first because you were very excited about telling me something tonight.
No, well, it's silly now because I don't have this like grandiose, glorious, glamorous story to tell you or thing that happened.
Lucky for you.
And I feel like there was this buildup of like, oh my God, I got something to tell you. Let's record. Let's talk. And I'm just like, it's like something like, the kids did this. And it's like probably like funny to nobody else. Like, I really feel like Batman, mommy.
Lucky for you. I kind of figured that you just had something you just really want to talk about.
She's probably full of crap and has nothing exciting to talk about.
I should
probably have backup.
Yeah, I brought extra things just in case. So we have plenty. So let's do it. Let's just jump in and have a blast. I am excited. You hear that? Excited about two of the things you're going to talk about tonight. The first one being whatever that was that made you go crazy to be like, are we recording tonight? Can we record tonight?
I feel like you're building it up to like, I was way more excited about like this one. I was just like, we have like a handful of things that we just kind of like jotted down to talk about. And I'm like, okay,
I don't think
we got to hurry up and talk about these things before I forget what it is.
I don't think
because whenever I make notes, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't think people realize how difficult this podcast is for us. You know, and the reason I say that is because you and I know each other so well. I mean, we've been married for
how long? How long have we been married?
13 years.
I'm sorry.
And we were friends well before that.
I'm not sorry we've been married 13 years. I'm sorry I coughed in the middle of your sentence. I'm sorry. For anybody who, like, if you edit that cough out, they're going to be like, what the hell has he done to her? He has broken her. She is just broken.
What cough?
I'm sorry.
What cough? I don't know what cough you're talking about.
I went in the middle of your sentence.
I don't think you did. And nobody will ever know.
Oh, I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing. I'm calling you out. I see what you're doing.
You threw me off. I don't even remember what I was saying.
You made me forget what I was saying.
Yeah, I forgot what I was.
Look, see, how do we even function like this? How do we ever accomplish anything? We are just such major sources of distraction to each other.
You distract the hell out of me.
No, it's funny. Like, have you ever noticed that? Whenever
that you're a distraction? Sure. I'm sorry. Notice what?
Like days that we're here and we're both like, okay, this is the plan for today. We're going to get this, and this accomplished. Like, we don't always, I mean, we work together great as a team, but a lot of times we get distracted.
Because we have fun together.
Yeah, we get distracted talking to each other. Yeah. Or you're like, come look at this video I saw on YouTube or come listen to this song. And yeah, it's you. I'm like, I can't get anything done when he's around.
Or you walk by in some tight jeans and I'm like, oh, the afternoon's going to be gone.
Or like, I think we're supposed to be like doing chores. And next thing I know, I turn around and you're sitting in a beanbag playing video games with the children. And I'm like, well, I can't get my words out. Do I sound extra country today?
You do a little bit, yeah.
What is that?
You're excited. You do that. We've been married for
I'm like really
almost 13 years. When you get really excited.
When she's excited, her country comes out.
It does. It really does. Your country comes out when you get excited.
I think whenever I get mad too.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know. So the first thing was whatever that was you were excited about. And then secondly, you have wanted to talk about the kickboxing thing. And I don't really know what you want to talk about, so I'm interested in that. So we got to get to that at some point.
So it's going to sound so dumb now because I feel like there was such a build up to it. What I thought of today that I was like, I'm going to mention, it was just like, I'm going to mention this to him on the podcast because it was just cute and it was funny.
Me?
And now it's like, it actually has nothing to do with you.
Oh.
So this afternoon I had Riley and Jacob, our nephew, in the car, just the two of them. They're both 5 and they're in the back seat and they're sitting beside of each other. And I went through the drive-thru at Port City Java and got me and Jen a coffee.
Jen, which is not in the car with you there.
Yeah, Jen was not there. I was getting coffee.
Yes.
So I was ordering 2 coffees. It was only me and the 2 kids in the car. There we go. To clarify, this story is just crazy now. Anyway, and the lady at the drive-thru, like, we're just chatting because I was using the app, but I was not paying with the app. And so I was asking her a question. And we're really just chatting while the other lady finished making the other coffee. And so meanwhile, the 2 5-year-old boys are in the back seat, just living it up, just being 5-year-old boys, just chit-chatting. And then the lady at the window, she just stopped. She was about to give me the second coffee, which happened to be like a mocha shake. You know, it's got coffee and ice cream and chocolate, whipped cream on top. And she said, "Is this for them?"
Huh. Are you crazy? You hear this, right?
And I said, "Oh, God, no." And she goes, "Okay, I just wanted you to know it had caffeine in it." I was like, "Oh, God, no." I said, "They're not having the caffeine, the sugar, any of the goodness in here. No. The look that lady gave me of like, you're not about to give this to them, are you? And then
what if you said yes? What if you were like, yeah. And then you pull a Marlboro out and stick it in your mouth and light it.
Well, and I just wanted to like, it was nowhere near as crazy as it normally is in the back of my car. I mean, actually, like, I usually have way more kids than this. Yeah. And they're usually way louder. But it's funny, I went into Food Lion yesterday. Okay, I have to tell everybody about this because it's so stinking cute. And I've already like texted a picture to like everybody I know just about. Yesterday, I'd go to Food Lion. So we get the kids ready to go. And I'm putting Reese's shoes on and I'm passing out the jackets. And I was asking Riley, I said, "What jacket you want to wear today?" And he was like, "I want to wear my Batman hoodie." So I hand him his Batman hoodie and I'm like, just getting us ready to go. And Riley's standing beside me and I'm not paying attention. And he says, "Mommy." So I turn and I look at him. And then I notice.
This is in the house.
Yeah, we were getting ready to go. Yeah, we're in the house.
Good Lord, you were talking so fast a while ago. I couldn't keep up. Sorry. I was like, you're excited. Look at you. Ready to go.
So he's got on.
I thought you said that was decaf.
It is decaf.
Why are you talking so fast?
I don't know.
Okay.
He's got on his Batman hoodie and he has on a Batman mask. Mm-hmm. And it's like a good Batman mask, like a legit. And then
it's based after the
Dark Knight.
Yeah. I hate that you got that before I did.
And then but bless his heart, he put his glasses back on over top of the mask. It was so precious.
That's awesome.
But he was like, he said, "Mommy." And I turned, he goes, "I feel like Batman right now."
You can say some stuff like that when I'm putting water in my mouth.
Like there was that emotion of
awesome.
He felt like the embodiment. He was like, "I feel like Batman right now." And then he flexes his little muscles.
I'm about to beat the crap out of somebody.
I feel like Batman. So he wears it in the car. I don't care.
Where's my Batarang?
Of course I took a picture.
You let him take it in the car with you?
Yeah. He already had it on. I was like, "I'll get in the car."
And you know what's going to happen when you get to a place where you have to go out in public.
Well, I pull up at Food Lion.
You let that boy wear that mask in the Food Lion, didn't you?
I parked the car and I just turned and I said, "Riley, are you wearing that in the store?" And without missing a beat.
Yeah.
He already has his car seat unbuckled and as he is hopping out of his car seat, he says, "Yup." And I said, "Okay." because God bless his confidence. I was not going to be the one to crush his confidence and kill his Batman vibe, because he was channeling his inner Batman. Like at that moment, Batman was his spirit animal, and he was walking into that Food Lion holding mommy's hand like he was bad A.
I hope I see me some robbers in Food Lion.
Right? Bandits.
Bandits. He said bandits.
All bad guys are bandits. Yeah. He calls them bandits. And he thinks like in real life that any like bad guy is dressed like a bandit, like with a bandana on their face, like in like old Western movies. He thinks that, you know, if somebody's going to go rob a bank, that's how they're going to look and the cops are going to find the bandits with the bandanas on. We have a problem that we need to discuss. And it's, I don't know how to handle the situation. I watch superhero stuff with the kids. They know a lot of their names, a lot of them. I mean, they watch it with me. They're into it. And, you know, I try to teach the kids about how this stuff's made up. You know, I'm trying to teach them about movies, and I'm like, hey, these are real people and they're pretending and they get paid absurd amount of money to do this. You know, I'm teaching them about movies and stuff. And I was like, oh, you know, this isn't real. We were watching Percy Jackson because it was rated PG. But when I started watching, I was like, oh, it was a little more intense than I thought it was. But I mean, they were cool with it. But, you know, like if something happened that I was like, oh, did that was scary, I would say something like, that's kind of cool that this ain't real, huh? You know, just to keep them reminded. Yeah. Just in case, because I'm paranoid. Well, we were talking one day about the superheroes, and did they ask you like if a daddy, is Batman real?
No, because I told them Stan Lee came up on something we were watching, and I was like, oh, that's the guy that made up all the superheroes, or a lot of the superheroes that we watch. You know, the Fantastic Four, you know, all these people from Marvel, blah blah blah, and Riley goes, yeah, they're all made up.
Except Spider-Man.
Because Spider-Man's real.
He was at Luke's birthday party.
Yeah.
That's their logic all the time.
So,
him and Riley and Reagan have conversations about superheroes all the time.
What do we do about that?
And it always goes back to, Mommy, is this person real? And I'm like, I'm okay. I'm hesitant to like crush their dreams, but at the same time, I don't want to, you know, I want to be honest with them as much as possible. And so I'm like, no, you know, this person is made up. And I was go, but Spider-Man's real because I met him at Luke's party.
Yeah. We talked
and I'm just
things.
Like, yeah, you're right. They're going to figure it out one day.
I don't have the heart to tell him.
I know how much Reagan, like the look of disappointment, like she was crushed the day that she came and asked me about, I think we've talked about this, about horses. She was like, are horses and unicorns the same thing? And when I was like, well, no, baby unicorns are not real. Yeah. She was crushed because apparently...
Grow up, child. They're not real.
They had been at their cousin's birthday party last year. Mm-hmm. And there was, they were doing horseback rides. And I was like, they were scared of the horse. And I was like, it's like a unicorn, just without a horn. And so in her mind, all horses were unicorns that just... didn't have a horn.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't earn it yet or something.
This unicorn's brown.
And when she learned that was not true, like her fate, like she was crushed. And I was like, oh my God, what have I done? Like it was horrible. Like I'm that type of parent. I'm very honest with our kids at, you know, age appropriately, but stuff like that, I'm like, geez.
Well, I mean, the good news is it was you and not me.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I'm happy about that. Fine. Yeah, it does make it better. Now, this next story has been, oh my gosh, a making for quite maybe 2 years. You and I one day, we started talking and we were like, hey, you know what we should do? We should like try boxing or something.
We should start hitting each other.
Yeah. Look, I'm tired of your lip. No, but, you know, for like exercise. So I ordered some, those like MMA gloves, you know, and some focus pads just for us to do just some punches, you know, just
sparring.
As like not sparring.
No, oh, excuse me and my wrong terminology.
I just want to be clear that I haven't hit you. We haven't been sparring, been focus padding until we get, I don't know. I'm pretty competitive, but, no. So we bought the gloves, we bought the pads and we were like, yeah, we're going to do this.
Is a challenge.
And we didn't do it like maybe one time in 2 years. I think we got like when they first came in the mail, we kind of opened them and like played with them a little bit, and then we put them in the closet and we never touched them.
They're still in the closet right now.
But we're gonna do it.
Yeah,
we're gonna do it.
You told me you're like, I work with this guy, and is he a trainer? What does he do?
He trains kickboxing.
Yeah, and you were like talking to him about giving us a private lesson, and I'm like, all right, that's exciting. I want to learn how to hit people like the proper way.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a burp about to come, you know, like you get like.
I thought you were having a stroke. Ooh, I heard it.
You know, like.
Did that noise come from your chest?
It was like right here. It was like in my throat, like in my esophagus. It's like I had an air bubble stuck. We have recently watched some UFC fighting.
Yeah. And I was like, let's get these gloves out. I want to fight.
So I'm like, yeah, I want to learn how to do that.
I
want to learn how to do that kick move where like it's lightning fast. They're like their foot's on the ground and then boom, it knocks you upside your head, just boom, and then it's back down like so fast.
Why do you want to learn how to do that?
Because
that's scary that you would say something like that out loud.
Boom, I don't know. I'm just like every time I see that, I'm like, oh dang, that's like my favorite. He whooped you with his insole. That's.
So barbaric. It's crazy.
I know. I want to learn how to do it.
I
don't even know if I can lift my foot that high. I don't think I can lift my foot as high as your face.
To hit somebody in the side of their face? Okay. I've seen people wearing these like tap out shirts and stuff for years and years and years. And I've heard, MMA, UFC. I didn't know what the difference between them was. I'm still a little blurry. I think MMA is in the UFC or something. I don't know. But I'd never really watched it before.
Well, MMA is mixed martial
arts. Yeah.
Which is, what they're doing.
And
UFC is like the name of like
fighting
the league,
championship or something.
Like how football is what they do in the NFL.
I'm not dumb.
I wasn't trying to.
I'm just trying to make a point. It's brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Like the first time I saw it, which was just like not too long ago, dude hit somebody, they fell down, and then he jumped on top of them and continued to hit him. His head was just going sideways. And millions of people are watching this. And I was like, this is crazy. Why are people watching this? This is disgusting. Let's see what happens next.
But, I mean, it is so brutal, but at the same time, like, these people are so skilled.
Yeah. My favorite part, seriously, even more than like knockouts or anything, is when the fighters get done and then they like hug each other and stuff.
I know. I love it. It's like 1 second they're just like wailing on each other's face.
Yeah, like trying to kill
and
him.
It's done, and it's like, I love you, man. I got mad respect.
It's so intense. There's a referee. Is that what you call him? I think it's a referee.
Yeah.
In there, and this dude is jacked because he has to be able to like stop it.
Yeah, sometimes he just jumps on him.
Yeah, it's wild, like a little just. Ah! So, anyways, yeah, we were gonna start using the little gloves and
breathing
pads.
technique.
Okay, breathing technique. Okay,
that's what I want to learn. You know how on there they have like that perfect, like it was the
yeah. Oh,
when they're breathing,
punch, it's like.
And it's like, it's so like, it just makes it sound like there's so much precision. Like when I'm working out and I'm breathing, it's someone like, like it's nothing like, they're like, it's like, yeah, I sound like I'm like a dying cow.
Well, so the announcers or the commentators, they'll talk about that. Like somebody will get hit in the face and they'll be like, oh no, man, he's breathing through his mouth now. You know what that means? And I'm like, well, what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
I don't know. What does that mean?
I breathe through my mouth all the time. And I guess like there's different ways you have to breathe. And if they do something with your nose and you're starting to have to breathe through your mouth, I guess your mouth needs to be kind of clenched because you're going to get hit in it. And you don't want that thing just wobbling around.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to keep your jaw tight. Yeah, like your teeth clenched, and you probably can't breathe solely through your mouth with, I'm assuming I know nothing. Mm-hmm. I know the only people I have ever fought in my life were my siblings when we were children.
I've been in a couple
teenagers.
I've been in one or two, and it's never ever like you see on TV. Ever.
No. No, I saw fights in school. Yeah. It's more like just people slapping at each other and pulling hair.
I remember I watched that Rocky movie with Tommy Gunn and that like fight they had in the street. And I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. That must be what it's like when people fight outside. That fight lasted for like 10 minutes. In real life, it's like 35, 40 seconds. Because one person just doesn't make it. You know what I mean? Like one person doesn't make it.
I feel like that went real dark really fast.
We're finding out what kind of people Bob and Katie really are.
Like after like 30 seconds, they're bleeding out on the sidewalk. It's done.
Yeah. So anyways, I want to learn how to do that. You know, one thing that I would think about when we'd watch that kind of stuff is like if you and me and the kids were, you know, off somewhere in public, walking around, and someone like that attacked us, I would get my rear end stomped right in front of you. I wouldn't stand a chance. These guys are animals. I mean, like, it's crazy. You got to do a lot to be able to handle something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The more I watch it,
both physically and mentally,
the more I've watched it and learned about it, the more respect I have for these people, because it takes a lot of training, a lot of skill, talent to do this.
Is that what you wanted to talk about as far as the kickboxing goes? I
mean, yeah. I pretty much just want to learn how to kick people in the face and breathe like the...
And you're just excited
and then
about
I'll be good. Okay. If I can do that, oh my God, I will show everybody. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, it's not like I know a lot of people. Like, I'm gonna run into somebody in the grocery store and be like, look what I learned how to do.
Just kick them in the face.
Boom! Stand back, kids.
Oh my God. Mommy did it again. Oh, that's great. Okay.
I mean, I would have to show it off in the grocery store. I don't go anywhere else.
That's where it's going to happen. We're going to train for a year, and you're going to walk in the grocery store and just kick someone in the face.
Kickboxing skills in the grocery store, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right there in the produce
section. I believe you. That's what's scary. I believe you. I believe if you learned how to do that and something happened one day where you felt like you had to defend yourself, you would use it.
That's like the first thing I would just go straight.
And nobody would see it coming. They'd be like, whoa! Like if there were
give me all your money. Boom! Just a foot to the face.
The other two guys are immediately going to go, wait, I don't think we need to stay here.
My ratty old worn out black Toms just boom.
You kick the first guy. He drops for sure. Doesn't see it coming. Head bounces off the pavement. Then you turn to the other two guys and you just go, ha! Like shake real hard. Oh, they're running for sure. If they don't have a gun, they're out of here.
Well, that's a bad beat right there. No, thank you.
I think it's a time. Wow, I think it's a time.
What? I think it's a time. It's me, Mario.
I will not get ridiculed.
Meatball with the spaghetti.
Maybe you should start doing all the Patreon ads from now on. How about that? Huh? You gonna sit over there and make fun of me?
I'm so bad at accents and impersonations.
Why don't you introduce the next clip from our Patreon mini?
I don't know what it is.
Neither do I, because I didn't pick one out yet. But here it goes. That's weird.
Right?
It's weird. This is one of those things
Answer
that I
these
think...
questions, Art Bob, and you get a prize.
Right. You want to be in the club?
Yes, please. Yes, please. I want to be in the club so bad.
Well, tell me about a time that you led a group of people into a situation that you weren't sure about, and what was the outcome? What? That's what I got to answer to be in the club?
Like, what job are you interviewing for? Like, to be an explorer? We'll give you a ship and you can explore the seven
seas.
So, due to your leadership capabilities.
To enjoy that episode, which we currently don't know which one we played for you, just go to patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show and become a member of our community right now.
Today!
Right now. Pause this episode. Go become a patron. Listen to all of those episodes first, then come back to this one. And there's over 20 now, so we'll wait.
You remember that guy that did those infomercials and he died?
Billy somebody?
Yeah, he did like was it OxyClean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with that blue shirt?
Yeah.
He always wear that blue shirt. And that beard.
I would want him to do our ad.
Did you sit there and get sad?
Yeah. It's like, oh, reminiscent. Wouldn't it be awesome to have that guy Like,
yeah, I don't think we can afford that guy, especially if
he's dead.
Yeah. Oh, if we had his ghost, we'd be the most famous podcast.
No, that would be oh my gosh.
Wait, how did y'all get him again? I know people. On the last episode, we talked about the turtle hands.
Yeah.
We never let the people know what that had to do with Tim. And I got a couple messages of people asking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were like, what does a pile of turtle hands have to do with your friend Tim that you're so mean to?
That you're so mean to?
Yeah, because that's what we kind of talked about is I kind of ignored him and I wasn't a good friend.
Okay.
And we didn't really put it out there what the pile of turtle hands signified in that relationship.
Gotcha.
And it simply, he gave me the turtle in the hands. So he gave me this big Raphael, amazing Ninja Turtle statue.
It's really awesome.
It's unreal. It's unreal. I don't know what kind of money he paid for it, but it won a $7.99 Walmart toy. You know what I mean? But that's the deal. So I think there's like 5 or 6 hands altogether after the ones that are on the turtle. So the rest of them, I just put them in a pile and I had them in the podcast room. And it's the grossest, weirdest looking little pile of toys that I own.
It really is.
So anyways, that's what, that was
If you didn't know, like if you didn't know.
Oh, what a Ninja Turtle was or anything?
What those were. Yeah. You just walked up on it and you're like.
Sort of messing with them?
What?
Yeah.
Dude, what?
Because it's based off of the movie. Ninja Turtles, the movie. And you know how those characters look? They didn't look like the cartoons. They were different looking. Like it was, more 3-dimensional weirdness. And that's what those turtle hands look like. You know something I did tonight? I recorded a conversation that I had with the kids because I thought you would like to hear it.
Okay. Yeah. And, what is it about?
I'm going to play it for you.
So what happened today? I was peeing and Mommy was watching me, but she almost peed in her pants. Why was she watching you? I don't
know. Can you explain that to me?
I was not watching him pee. You should have
seen your face just now.
Wow. Children have like the worst way of telling a story sometimes. Yeah, Mommy was watching me pee and then she almost peed her pants. That sounds really gross. No, he was in the downstairs bathroom and he was peeing. He had been in there. I figured he was about done, and I was like, Riley, I have to pee, and I was about to wet myself, and he was pulling his pants up, and I was like, move, I have to pee. So I came in the bathroom as he was finishing up because I was about to pee myself.
Let me tell you what, that made a memory because he told me this story.
He was in there washing his hands, and he was laughing at me. He was like, you almost peed on yourself, Mommy.
Oh, you couldn't even get him out the bathroom?
No, it wasn't waiting. It was not going to wait.
Wow.
So yeah, he thought it was really funny.
Did she take you to go pee? What happened? Oh, was she trying to get in there and you were peeing? Yeah, she was in there while I was peeing, and she said hurry up because she almost peed in her pants. Was she laughing or something, or was she just? She was telling the truth for real. She actually almost peed in her pants. How many people were trying to pee? Only Riley. Only me. Well, Mommy was trying to pee too, right? Yeah, only me and Mommy. Come here. Come stand over here for a minute.
He walked away. He was like, I'm done with this.
How many people is that? 2. And how many bathrooms do we have? At Anton's. Huh? Mommy and me were peeing at Anton's.
Oh!
Made me feel like a dummy because I was going to try to teach him a lesson. I'm be like, why were y'all fighting over one bathroom? We have 3 bathrooms.
Oh my God, I totally forgot. That happened twice today with me and Riley.
What did you?
That I almost wet myself and was like, Riley, move.
What's wrong with your bladder?
That happened twice today.
Do we need to take you to a doctor?
Maybe. Yeah, twice today I almost peed myself, and both times I just happened to be in the restroom with Riley, which we don't really do that much anymore. You know, like we had to, it's time to separate that for sure. But I mean, they still do wander in there from time to time. But yeah, it happened twice today. And yeah, I was about to leave Jen's, and yeah. I was like, we had to both pee before we left, and it was not going to wait.
You said something to me the other night that...
Now you got people thinking I'm a weirdo.
You're not a weirdo. Anybody that thinks you're a weirdo don't have kids. That's all. That's the only thing. The other day, you said something, and it really made an impact on me. I mean, like like one of the, I'm not going to forget it. Like that's the kind of impact it made. Because
I've been telling you to pick up your socks for 15 years, and it has not stuck. So I want to know what this is.
Are there any socks laying around here right now? No, there's no socks in here.
You make the kids pick them up.
That's because I'm a good dad. I'm a smart dad. I told my dad about that story where we taught the kids how to play Simon Says. Mm-hmm. And I was like, our kids are competitive just like we are. Like when our kids lose and two of them lose every time we play a game, they get pissed. Mm-hmm. Well, we came in the living room and I told them, I was like, hey, you guys want to play Simon Says? And I went, Simon Says, sit on the couch. And then I told him, I turned the TV on. And I was like, y'all come let me know who loses. And I just walked away. And they sat on that couch for like 45 minutes. Dad thought it was hilarious. We talked about it in one of the Patreon episodes.
Oh my god!
Were you here that night when that happened? Did you even know that happened?
I can't remember. I think so.
So this is what you said to me that made such an impact.
Oh yeah. So what did I say?
We were talking about our health. I have something growing on my wrist.
You have a ganglion cyst on your wrist.
Yeah, it's gross looking. Like you can't see it if my hand is like kind of like this, but if I bend my hand like this, it looks like a little raptor's trying to escape my wrist. It looks like
you have a parasite growing?
Like that scene in Alien where the dude goes back on his back and like the alien comes out of his stomach. That's what it looks like's happening with my hand. And you looked at me.
I feel like that's a little extreme.
You looked at me with 100% sincerity in your voice and said, "We need to get a doctor, like a general practitioner, like a doctor that we go to on a regular basis."
Yeah.
Because we don't have one. And it made me go, oh, that's where I'm at in life now. I have to have a doctor. Like, there's nothing wrong with me, but I have to have a doctor because
just on standby, yeah.
I am going to start to decay and rot and fall away. Like that's the stage of life that I'm in. Like it's all going to get worse from here on out. As far as my body goes, everything's going to stop working.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Cause well, for you too, we're both in better shape now than we were 10 years ago. So,
yes,
I mean, although we're
as far
older,
as like nutrition and health and weight, but that doesn't matter. I can't run myself young again. I can't run that fast. But you legit was like, oh, we need to get a doctor. As long as I can remember, we'd always go places and they'd be like, oh, who's your general practitioner? And we'd be like, oh, we don't have one. We don't go to the doctor unless something's wrong.
I see like my OBGYN regularly. Mm-hmm. And then, I've had 3 kids here recently, so I saw them a whole lot. Yeah. And then, like, I have other specialists that I see on a regular basis. So I feel like I'm always at the dang doctor's office.
Yeah. And I don't go see a doctor unless something is wrong, like really wrong. Like I don't go just to get checked out. Because, I mean, that's a thing, right? People do that. They're like, oh, I just want to hear, doctor, do I look okay? That's
like a physical?
Yeah, I guess. That's weird to me. But yeah, it kind of...
is it? I have to go every 12 months to have them check inside my vagina. Okay. So is it weird that you go get just a general once-over? No.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And that thing's crazy. It makes all the people ever.
It's quite powerful.
You have to take care of that thing. What do? I just sit on the couch and burp. I burped before we started recording and you about fell out that chair.
It was disgusting.
Yeah. And
it went straight into my nose. I feel like it leapt from your mouth across the table in my face.
We have
and punched me there.
We have pop filters that we use in front of our microphones. And I think I'm about to throw this one away because the burp went through it.
Ew.
It's probably got
I feel like I can smell it now.
Yeah. You know what it is?
The memory.
It's just red onions. That's what that was. We had red onions for dinner, and that will mess up your whole weekend. Red onions. But they're so good.
Riley said, these onions burn my mouth. I really feel like Batman. Put some scratch in it.
Can you please tell that story? Did we tell it last time?
No, I don't think we did.
Can we tell that story? Because that's probably one of the funniest things I've ever heard my children say. Please tell the story.
What was I making? I think I was making pancakes.
Yeah, it was pancakes. Oh, that's right. Because you had been on this kick where there were these pancakes that you bought from, I don't know, was it Walmart? Mm-hmm. And you just put them in the microwave and heat it up for a minute and you got 3 little tiny pancakes. You got them because you could cook them in the microwave real fast and you'd have a pancake for each one of the kids, like in the morning with no, no scratch. So anyways, one night you made pancakes.
Mm-hmm. We were having pancakes for dinner. Mm-hmm. So I was making like homemade, like actually making the pancakes myself. Right. And I think it was Riley was like, what do you say? Like, Mommy, are you putting some scratch in those?
I was like, what?
Like he was surprised. You putting some scratch in those? I was like, dude, what?
He's like, you put scratch in it. You made it.
He was like, where you make it instead of buying it. And I was like, oh, making it from scratch?
It was like, the greatest thing I'd ever heard in my life.
So, I think it's happened a couple times since then where we've, been making something homemade. He's like, you
put some scratch in it.
Putting some scratch in it, Mom? Because when he first asked me, I was like, am I putting what in it? No. As a matter of fact, I am not. Yeah, it's so cute.
I love it when kids do stuff like that. We have to do one more thing before we end this episode. Are we done?
Oh, I don't know.
Can I tell you something funny that happened to me the other day? I stopped at the bank to get some money out. I don't remember what it was for. So anyways, I pull up to the ATM and I'm in Little River, South Carolina, maybe? Somewhere in South Carolina. I look across the street and there's a business and it had like a big red sign where like the name of a business would go and it just said Lottery and Smokes. And I was sitting there like, that's probably the most American thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I was with you when that happened.
You were not. But I called you immediately. So it was like you were in the moment with me.
I was in the car with you. Because I remember I turned and I was like, oh. And we had a conversation about it in the car about how American it was.
When I see the sign and it's going to sound so bad, but I just picture like, I don't know, one of them old ladies you see from the movie that walks in there and she's like,
raspy voice, cigarette in her hand.
Give me one of them scratch-offs.
And a pack of Marlboros.
Or like, there was no marketing scheme. Mm-mm. No fancy lights. It's just a like red matte rolled on paint and in big white letters. It just said Lottery and Smokes. And if there were 15 parking spaces in front of this little store, there were 13 cars.
Oh, really?
Yo, yeah. People were in there getting their lotteries and smoke on. I'm telling you. It amazes me. The kind of things that you just see. They nailed it. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah. I have one more thing we have to do.
Okay.
Before we end this episode. Can you go get a notebook and a pen?
Yeah, sure. This is serious. Like, you really want me to go get a notebook and a pen?
Yeah, go get a notebook and a pen. You're on that side. You can get to that room closer than I can.
Hang on. My hip's popping.
You are getting old. I know you don't like it, but I want to do something we haven't done in a very long time. I found an app. I haven't even... You've been hanging out with our kids too much. You've been hanging out with the kids too much. Knock it off. I found this app. It's called Pocket Improv.
Oh, gosh.
And I want us to try it.
Oh, why do you keep making me do this?
Because it's fun, and that's what this is about. It's okay if you're bad at it. I'll tell you what, you do this, and then we'll end it, and I'll rub your shoulders. How does that sound?
You promise?
I promise. For like 30, 40 seconds. Intense, though. Like intense, strong, deep tissue, mother of the earth feeling kind of thing.
What?
For 30, 40 seconds. That's about all the energy I have to devote to something that strong and gratifying. But this should be fun.
30 to 40 seconds, huh? Mm-hmm. That's all you need.
With the shoulder rubbings, yes. So don't put words in my mouth. Now, this app is going to give us all the suggestions we need to have a little bit of fun.
Yay.
But I need you to write them down because it doesn't save them. That's what the notebook and pen is for. And write it big enough that I can see it over here too.
You are so needy.
I am needy. This is going to be our genre. It's an alien invasion. We're hungry. You're a gym owner.
All right.
I'm a troll. We're in a swamp. And you think that you're a superhero.
All right. So I'm a gym owner who thinks that I'm a superhero and I'm in a swamp with a troll during an alien invasion.
And we're hungry.
Right. Do trolls eat gym owners?
You know what? That's a pretty great question to come out the bat with.
Because I feel like if this is an alien invasion,
am I the alien?
Are we like alone in this swamp? No, you're not an alien. You're a troll. Two different things.
Okay, yeah. Focus. I mean, I could be a troll from outer space. That would make me an alien troll. But in this,
but you're not an alien troll. You're just a regular.
Right. And I think we're like friends or something.
Run of the mill.
Yeah, we're like friends.
What I'm thinking is going on, it's an alien invasion. So kind of like apocalyptic.
Sure.
And we're in this swamp and we're alone.
Ooh. And okay, you ready? Should I do a troll voice?
I don't know.
I'll do a troll voice. You do a gym owner voice.
What's a gym owner voice?
I don't know. It just sounds like you, probably.
Not my... You think I sound like a gym owner? Like
you could own a gym.
Does my voice make you feel like working out? Like pumping the iron?
Maybe.
Does that sound dirty? Like, because I didn't mean for it to. But after I said it, I was like, ooh, pump that iron.
Stop being weird.
I can't. I think I'm a superhero. What are my powers?
No, you think you're a superhero.
Oh, okay.
You think
I have too many questions. See,
right. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Like this.
We're in the swamp. I'm a troll. You're the gym owner. We're hungry. It's an alien invasion, and you think you're a superhero. It's kind of romantic being in the swamp alone, isn't it?
Why do you sound like Cleveland?
Who's Cleveland?
From Family Guy.
Oh, is that what I sounded like? Okay, I'll do another voice. I don't think I should do a voice. I think it's going to throw me off too much.
You think? I mean, your normal voice could pass for troll. So
wow,
that sounded really mean. Oh my gosh!
Wow,
I did not mean for that to sound as mean as it did.
Holy
I am sorry.
Crap!
Wow,
I have it on tape. I have it recorded.
I know, and it's out there.
You sound like a troll.
That's not at all I meant.
That is exactly what you said out loud.
I don't even know what trolls sound like.
I have it apparently just like this right now. That is what trolls sound like. So you know what? I'm good to go. I'm ready for this. Okay. I'm apparently born for the troll role. Okay. Is your name still Katie? Or are you going to have a...
Katie, the gym owning superhero? Yeah, sure. Okay. We'll go with that.
Thanks for coming to the swamp. It's nice to see you. I mean, it's alone, and especially with the chaos that's happening right now, all these aliens flying in.
I mean, look, Bob, don't take this the wrong way. Mm-hmm. We're friends and all. Mm-hmm. The swamp is not where I want to hang out. I'm here because there's goddamn aliens, okay? I want to be back at the gym, taking a spin class, and having a protein shake. Not hanging out in the swamp.
First of all, I live here. This is my house, and it's safe. I'm going to protect you. Are you hungry? I'm a little hungry.
I mean, I don't think I need you to protect me because I kind of have superhuman strength, okay?
Oh, not this again.
I mean, I could probably take them, but there's so many of them, and there's only one of me. So I'm just going to hide here in the swamp.
Can I ask you a question I've always wanted to ask you? Yeah. Do you like my hair? I mean, I know it's crazy. It's long and it's green, and I have a jewel in my belly button.
I was going to say, I don't like it nearly as much as that jewel in your belly button.
Yeah, the jewel in my belly button's hot, ain't it? You like that? You like the jewel? I'm sorry, was that too much? I thought we had something.
I wonder if it gives me extra special powers if I touch it.
If you touch my jewel, touch the jewel.
Let me rub it. I think I feel stronger. I bet I could bench press 500 pounds right now. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. And scene. That was horrible.
It was really bad. I told you I'm bad at this.
I think I was bad at it. My favorite part is that you legitimately reached across the table and rubbed my belly. That was the best part. Thank you for doing that with me.
It was really bad, but I mean, you know.
Are you going to do it again? Are we doing fist bumps? Yeah, boom. There we go. So touch it. Awkward.
Wow, even that was bad.
Yeah, I'm glad we're going to do this.
Are we off for our game tonight?
Maybe just a little bit.
Is our chemistry like weird?
I was pretending to be a troll. You hurt my feelings.
I was pretending to be a superhero gym owner in the swamp during an alien invasion. I feel like we didn't give enough credit to the dang aliens.
Oh, like we didn't even care. I was just trying to eat.
We're complaining. We're in this swamp.
Yeah.
There's aliens.
I don't care. I was like, I just want to eat and make love to the gym owner. I want her to touch my jewel. Find your laugh.
Find your happy.